And Luke Campbell joining us now. Luke, great to see arguably the greatest challenge of your professional career, at least, notwithstanding the 2012 Olympics. One of boxing's greatest pound-for-pound fighters. He's top of most of the rankings, isn't he? Vasyl Lomachenko. 4 belts on the line as well. WBO, WBA, Ring Magazine title, and the vacant WBC, which for many people is the biggest carrot in the sport. Delighted to say you're with us. How excited are you about facing a legend of the sport, a man that you've had reverence for what, 15 years?
Yeah, I'm very excited for this opportunity. Very grateful and blessed to be in the position I'm in.
And how difficult a challenge is it? Tony Bellew said it's the toughest task in boxing. He's not undefeated in the professional ranks, but he did go in at the deep end, didn't he, when he turned over? How do you go about it, and how do you sort of see the role of underdog in this one?
Yeah, no, I mean, anyone that goes up against Lomachenko is going to be an underdog. You know, that goes without saying. And that doesn't really bother me. I'm focused, I'm determined. I believe I'll win this fight. I'm confident in myself, and you know, this is a 12-round fight, and I believe timing is everything. Everything so far happened for a reason, and I'm here now, and I'm feeling great. I'm positive, physically, mentally, the best I've ever been, and this is my time now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, clearly he's a highly rated fighter, so how do you go about trying to overcome him? Where can you get the advantage in this fight?
I think it's about preparing the best I can. It's about being the best I can be on the night. Whatever mistakes I'm making now, I need to correct them. It's not about what he's got, what can he do. It's about what I can do, what I can practice, and what I can perfect for the night.
Yeah, you know exactly what he can do. You've been watching his career for many years. You met him, as Ed mentioned, 15 years ago. Just tell us a little bit about that first meeting and how impressed you were with him back then.
Yeah, I mean, I was only a young lad back then, so it was my first international tournament myself. So, you know, I seen him there for the first time, and obviously I was impressed with him there. So, we know how good he is, but also this is my opportunity to show everybody how good I am.
You've got first-hand experience of what he can do recently. Of course, Anthony Crolla in your division and a contemporary of yours stopped in the 4th round by Lomachenko. What did you learn from that fight? And I suppose, can we read too much into it? Because you're a very different type of boxer to Anthony, and it'll be 2 southpaws, won't it, when you come in against
Yeah, exactly. You know, when 2 southpaws come together, it's a completely different fight. I hadn't really seen the Crolla fight with Lomachenko. I was away with the family on holiday, so I hadn't seen that fight. But styles do make fights, and I do believe that Crolla's style of fighting was made for Lomachenko.
Do you think you can make Lomachenko think perhaps more than anyone, perhaps outside of Jorge Linares, in terms of his professional career so far?
I guess you're going to have to tune in, aren't you, on August 31st?
Yeah. You're a different fighter now, though. I mean, I've been reading what you've said about that defeat to Linares, and then to now. How different are you?
I'm just in a different place physically and mentally. Like, I feel like for the first majority of the years of my professional career, it's been very unsettled. But now I just feel like I'm very settled. I'm going from strength to strength, and like I say, I'm in a great place. I'm working hard. I'm physically and mentally stronger than I've ever been before, and I'm ready for these challenges. And you know, I seen on the interview there, it says about like the fear of losing. Are you scared of that? That was a really old picture of me, but you can't be scared of challenging yourself, you know. And this is what it is. I am up against the guy who's ranked #1 pound for pound in the world, but how do I get there?
Well, how do you get there? And also, in terms of natural advantages, how significant your height and particularly your reach advantage? What, 4-inch reach advantage? Potential to try and keep him at bay? Yeah,
I mean, everybody's talking about the height difference and the reach and stuff. I mean, I'm not relying on that solely one bit to win this fight. You know, I've got a hell of a lot of other tools as well. And, you know, he's such a good fighter. You know, the height and reach difference won't make a massive difference. But we both bring a hell of a lot to the table. I believe it's the 2 best in the division that are fighting off, and you're going to see a great fight.
Because you want to stop him getting close to you, don't you? Is that key?
Or do I?
Yeah, do you or not? Maybe.
We'll see, won't we? I mean, it's anything can happen in a fight, and I guess you use your attributes, you use what you're good at, and you work to your strengths.
There's plenty of build-up, of course, which no doubt takes a little bit out of you. Do you allow yourself to look ahead and think about victory and what that would mean for you as a person and as a fighter?
Yeah, of course. I think it's only natural. It's human instinct, like, to think ahead and think of what can happen in the ring. But, you know, I don't really focus on anything after that because, you know, I've got my goal is to solely think about that night and become victorious on that night.
So if you do think about winning the fight, you also have to accept that there may be another outcome. Do you allow yourself to think about that?
No, I only see this fight in my mind one way, and that's me winning.
You're at the O2 Arena at the weekend to watch Dillian Whyte win. Incredible reception for yourself and Lomachenko in the ring as well. A great night. How significant could the atmosphere and that British boxing support be on the night as Lomachenko returns to London for the first time since the Olympics?
Yeah, listen, we have the best fans in the world. It goes without saying, and I can say that from experience. I've boxed around the world so many times now and been in different crowds in different places of the world, and they're in a place on this planet that is like the British fans. You know, they go crazy and the atmosphere is fantastic, and I'm so happy that I can give them this fight.
Give us a quick thought on, you won't give too much away tactically, the nature of this match. It was explosive against Anthony Crolla. Do you expect it to be a technical encounter because you're both known for your skill set and your versatility and variety of boxing?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Once the bell goes and, you know, the fight started, anything can happen in there, and it's just about a reacting game. You just react to what's in front of you. You can't think too much solely on going through the motions step by step. You know, it's a reacting game, and you react to what's in front of you, and it's hit and not get hit at the end of the day.
And do you feel more confident? I know that it's a subjective sport, boxing, isn't it? Sometimes the atmosphere can influence things. You travel to fight Jorge Linares, and you felt you should have won the decision that night. Do you feel confident if it goes to the scorecards that it will be fair this time in London and that you'll get your shout?
Yeah, I mean, that's all I can ask for a fair decision. You know, and there's certainly no regrets on my side. You know, I'll be training the hardest I've ever trained, and I'll be ready for this fight.